book people? So I have returned. I missed some days and some videos this weekend, but I have been crazy busy with work. It's just consuming my life. I wish more books were consuming my life because honestly it's really reflected in how many books I read this month. It's a little sad, just a little bit. I read a total of 6 books this month, which is really great for some people, but honestly I often read above 10 books a month, and so I'm kind of sad that I didn't read more, but you know what? Life happens and we just move on from there. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the books I read and let you know what I thought of them. Hopefully very soon I will come out with my February book haul. I am waiting for some books. Amazon was supposed to deliver my books 2 days ago and nothing, still not here, and so I'm getting more and more antsy, but fingers crossed that it will be here tomorrow so I can do a book haul, and then very soon I'm going to do a review on a book that I'm going to talk about here. So without further ado, let us get started. The first book I read this month is The Silvered by Tanya Huft. It's kind of epic fantasy with werewolves and magicians, and the main character is a very weak magician. She doesn't have much power, or at least that's how she thinks she is, and there is a war going on against the Empire, and the Empire is there to capture women who are pregnant, these strong mage women who are married to werewolf men, and so the Empire has ruled that these werewolves are just beasts and that the women should be captured because of a prophecy. So she gets drug into this situation, and so does another werewolf. It's a really good journey. I liked the characters, I liked what's going on. I wouldn't say that it's wholly original, but I definitely haven't seen the plot for a while. And overall, I give it 4.75 stars. If you are looking for a fantasy read, this is an excellent one. After that, I read Ruby Red by Kristen Geer. I've been wanting to get into the series because it is so popular on BookTube. Everybody loves this series. This book was good, but it wasn't as good as I was expecting. I only gave it 4 stars because I felt like the characters and the writing weren't as strong as I would have liked, and there was a lot of holes in the plot, at least right now there. It's kind of like some things felt a little bit arbitrary to me, and I didn't really like the connection between some of the characters, but still it was an entertaining read. I enjoyed it, but I would say for those who haven't read this series, it's a decent YA read, but don't go into it thinking it's amazing, because I really just felt like it didn't qualify. But I will be reading the next book. After that, I read Perfect Ruin, can't get the shine off this cover, by Lauren DeStefano. I love this cover. The book was pretty decent. I got a little bit spoiled because I read a review online somewhere. Well, it wasn't even a review, it was just someone mentioning the book, and they in the first line they kind of mentioned what it probably is, and so I was like, oh. But I really liked the world and the main character and how different plot elements were introduced, and I definitely would say this is the sort of book that makes you think, but it was good. After that, I read Reboot by Amy Tintera. I have been wanting to read this book for a while. Also, it is quite popular on BookTube, as you may know, and I was a little bit antsy about it because basically the plot is known to everybody on this planet. I feel like girl dies, girl come back to life, but she was the longest to be dead, so now she has no emotions, and yet she meets boy and has emotions for him. And so I was like, but I read it, and actually it was quite good. I gave it 4.5 stars. A couple people had the problem with in the plot where she starts feeling emotions even though she's supposed to be emotionless. Well, I have to say that I feel like it could be explained in future books, because there's another book coming out after this, at least one more. And I feel like maybe they don't know all about the disease that they thought they did. So I think I'm okay with that. I will see that it's, again, not really original, but still entertaining, dystopian, with fighting. The relationship, or I guess romance, is really sweet and cute, at least in my mind. So I do recommend it if you haven't already checked it out, which I imagine most of you have. Then we have Everneath by Brody Ashton. I gave this 4.5 out of 5 stars. It was a huge surprise to me. I kind of just wanted to read it because it's based off of Greek mythology, and to my surprise, I enjoyed it a lot. I can't even speak today. But the main character, she has been in the Everneath. The Everneath is an area where you're kind of like, I better not say, surprise. But she only has 6 months on the surface, and then she has to go back down there again, and bad things will happen. So she's trying to figure out how to say goodbye to this guy that she's in love with, and to her family and everyone. She feels like she's disappointed, and yet at the same time she's trying to figure out what's going on with the Everneath, and there's this guy from the Everneath that's come back and he wants her to go back there, and she is trying to figure out how to escape him. I really, really enjoyed the characters in this book and the romance to it, or the love in it. It was how I feel like YA relationships or love should be done correctly. I just couldn't stop reading. I just kept reading, more reading, and I plan on totally checking out the next book as soon as I can. And finally, I read Kyle D'Amour and the Timekeeper's Key. Let me see if I can get that. There you go. Well, it's as close as you guys are gonna get. So it is by Samuel J. Vega. I think that's how you say it. And this is a book that the author sent for me to review. I was super excited to read it because I like middle grade book, and this is a middle grade book. It has the feel of Harry Potter and Percy Jackson in another dimension. It was awesome. I thought that the very beginning sucked me in. It was a little bit, not slow after that, but I couldn't connect to the characters as much. And then it went straight into awesome. So if you enjoy Harry Potter or you enjoy Percy Jackson, you very well may enjoy this book. I gave it 4.5 out of 5 stars. I will be doing a review on this book either before or after I do my February book haul part 1. So please check that out, because this author is, I believe this is his first book. Super nice person, and he is early 20s, so definitely I'm jealous because I wish I had published a book in my early 20s like I am now. Well, I'm mid-20s now. So, but super jealous, and I hope that you guys will check out the review when I do it. And even if you don't, please go check out the book because it was quite good. So these are the 6 books that I read this month. Well, it's 5 of the 6. One is on my phone. They were really amazing, awesomeness, and even though I only read 6, they were quality 6. I will get to my February book haul very soon, and I hope you guys enjoyed this wrap up. I hope you have a lovely day. Bye guys!